Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Sophia McCready's. Well, Jane and Carla, looks like it's going to stay pretty cloudy, unfortunately, but we are hitting warmer temperatures as this week progresses. UCF students are pushing for a resolution that would open the John C. Hitt Library 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's right, Khalil and Alex. It started Thursday afternoon when an on-campus event turned into a battle of opinions on social media. Thanks, Jane and Carla. We're here live outside of the Pulse nightclub. Today was the third day of jury deliberations for the wife of the Pulse nightclub shooter, Noor Salman. Salman was being charged for obstruction of justice and providing materials to a terrorist organization. The jury found her not guilty on both charges.
With a vote count of 3,844 votes, Josh Bologna and Jad Shaloub.
Over 3,800 people elected Josh Bologna and Jad Shaloub as the next SGA president and vice president. The pair also ran in last year's election, making the runoff election the third time they've campaigned.
This time around, we looked at each other, we spoke day after day when coming up with the decision to run. And we said we're staying to ourselves, and that's the way to succeed.
Josh and Jad got 56% of almost 7,000 votes, the majority vote they missed in the general election. Jamal Mays is SGA Assistant Supervisor of Elections. He says he's happy with the voter turnout.
This is very impressive to have at least 2/3 of the vote. From past years, I'm assuming that it's been, different percentages.
Karen and Teresa lost the election with just over 2,900 votes. They are excited to see what Josh and Jad will accomplish.
Josh and I talk all the time, and we're both DACA recipients, and so at the end of the day, I'm just glad that someone who's going to move the university in the right direction won.
The elects feel confident they can follow through on their campaign promises.
And now we're able to go into office and perform on a platform that has promises that is within SGA's control and that we're going to be able to follow through with.
Josh serves as Speaker of the Senate until May, when he and Jad officially take office.
Josh and I didn't enter this as political partners. He didn't just find me somewhere in some position that would help him get votes. We're friends.
Reporting from Orlando, Sophia McCready's UCF Nightly News. Mandy Lee is an actor and producer. She's also a woman. What she says makes a difference when it comes to creating art.
But in this space, it's all women. We weren't competing against men. We're not competing against men in the room to be heard. It's all female voices, and so that's a really exciting thing.
Her all-female version of Shakespeare's play Twelfth Night is running at the same time as an all-male version at the Orlando Shakespeare Theater. Whitney Abraham, who plays Olivia in Lee's show, says even though they are the same play, she sees them as two different things.
One is set in like it is real Shakespeare, 100% costumes and everything, and then the other one, we're in the 70s, my hair is going to be big. We have cute costumes. We're just going to be dancing and singing James Taylor.
Lee's inspiration came from the all-male production. Both plays will be performed in different theaters inside the Orlando Shakes on the same weekend. Thomas Leverton, who plays Viola in the all-male version, is impressed with Mandy's choice.
Art is hard to get made. It's really hard to get made, and you got to be a go-getter and go out there and chase something, and especially something that's so topical right now. It excites me hearing her story.
The rise of gender movements in recent history influenced Lee's creative process.
Gender is just a play that we act every day. So the reason why I wear these clothes or wear makeup is because society decided that's what women do. It's not biologically dictated. And I think this plays a little bit about that too.
Lee hopes people will see both shows and talk about their experiences with an all-male versus an all-female cast. Reporting from Orlando, Sophia McCready's UCF Nightly News.
Marijuana, simply put, it means freedom to me.
Normal UCF is a club on campus that advocates for marijuana rights. They held a recent club meeting at the Marijuana Doctor. The manager and medical cannabis card holder Jason Beacon says how his evaluation center is helping the Central Florida community.
Really, when you boil this thing down, this is helping people, every day. We have patients coming in here.
Some of the members from Normal UCF choose their majors to prepare to enter the industry after graduation. Biology student Alicia Lauenstein knows some people have negative opinions about the plant, but she thinks it can help.
I'm still
passionate about the subject and about what I want to do, so about helping people. Currently, there are more than 74,000 registered medical marijuana users in Florida, but they only have access to cannabidiol oil. In Orlando, you can purchase this oil at stores like True Leaf and Knox Cannabis with a medical marijuana card in hand. UCF alum and True Leaf dispensary driver Mike McCanna works delivering medical marijuana to sick people all around Florida. He suggests UCF students should learn about the industry before going into it.
Obviously get information on medical marijuana and also how the industry works, because it's so much more official than people think it is.
Normal UCF is still pushing a ballot initiative to regulate marijuana the same as alcohol. Reporting in Orlando, Sophia McCready's UCF Nightly News.
Right now we are in the Pegasus Ballroom in the Student Union at the University of Central Florida. We are here for the Light Up the Night event to recognize domestic violence victims outside of UCF and within UCF.
We have plenty of organizations here. We have, first of all, Victim Services at UCF. We have UCF PD here. We have Harbor House of Central Florida, as well as Help Now of Osceola. And just people who are dedicated to making sure that awareness is brought to domestic violence in our community.
If you know one person who's currently in an abusive relationship or once was in an abusive relationship, clap one time.
We're back in this honeymoon phase. Everything is perfect.
Light of the Night, it really signifies at the end of this event, after we have victims and survivors tell their story and share their experiences, at the end we do an event called Eat the Place at the Table, where we honor those who are connected to UCF who have lost their life due to domestic violence, and so we honor them and we turn on the light to signify that empty place at a table and to honor their life. I think every event is a success if we can help one person. If one person was sitting in the audience and say, hey, I can call this number, if someone now can recognize some signs and be able to help someone else, then it's a success.